Hey there, everybody. So we are going to show you the golf club warm-up. And the whole idea is that I know many of you may not take the time to do any of the big movement patterns that are most helpful. So at the very least, if you could go to the range and just start with 5 to 7 swings. So now you know what your before is like. Then what we'll do is feet golf stance width, touch your toes, raise up, lean back, touch your toes, raise up, lean back, touch your toes, raise up, lean back. Then same thing, same stance. After the last one, we're going to do 3 to 5 of all of these. And these are just some side bends just to work on getting a little bit of room in that spine. And then last but not least, we got to work on the rotation part. So we're going to come to shoulder width height, and we're going to rotate across and back, rotate across and back. As we do that, kind of feel like your spine's opening up, giving yourself a little bit of room. None of these moves are going to change. Our stance is going to change. So feet go together, touch your toes, roll that spine up, get a big reach overhead, come back down. Again, 3 to 5. You don't have to do a million of them, but go slow and deliberately. You've heard me say it before, everything with a purpose. As we do this on this last one, we'll get to the top, and then we're going to work on our side bends. And we're going to really kind of get a little bit of room so that we have some flexion and extension. Perfect. And then after that, we're going to do the same thing with our feet together. Rotate, trying to get our hand behind our spine as we move around. I understand that a lot of people are not going to want to do some of the other patterns that we do in front of their buddies. Maybe they feel a little silly. Exact same movement patterns, cross your ankles. So we'll do 3 toe to sky. Perfect. And then we'll do one more, cross this way. And then we'll cross the other direction. Cross the other way. The other glute will open up. Depending on which side you start with, you might feel it more in your backswing or your follow through. Perfect. Cross back over to our original side. Dip to the right. Come back. Dip to the left. If you're having some balance issues, you're going to notice that. You'll see very quickly after a little bit, cross over the other way. You should start to feel a lot better as you're going through all these range of motions and you're feeling like you're doing a good job. Perfect. Cross back over, and we're going to do our side rotations with our legs crossed. 2 to 3 on your right, 2 to 3 on your left. Notice I'm literally out here at the range. And this is what I'll do before I'll hit balls if I don't want to do all the other stuff. Couple of minutes, get a couple of swings, start to feel like you're really in a good position. And now you're going to go hit them straight. All right, now let's say you're going to be a little bit more diligent. You're going to do those movement patterns. The very first thing we do is we do 4, 5, 6 knee hugs on each leg. Notice when I do it, I'm bringing my knee up to my chin. I'm not going down and picking my knee up. I'm standing tall and bringing everything up to my chin. After that, we'll do some toe grabs. And you'll notice that I'm trying to get my heel all the way to my butt. I'm not leaning. I'm working on my balance. And all we're doing is 4 or 5 on each side. Get those knees to touch side by side. If you lose your balance a little bit, no big deal. Again, if you're a little wobbly, stay close to your cart. Then we're going to do some hip hugs. Again, remember, you might not be perfect right off the bat. I'm just starting out. It's kind of late in the day. Legs are a little tired. Just kind of have to go smooth, slow, and deliberate. And remember, I'm not leaning forward to pick up my foot. I'm bringing my foot up to my belt buckle. From there, going into a nice wide stance. Going to dip to the right, dip to the left. Notice I'm keeping my chest high, keeping my back flat, very much in the position that I want in my golf swing. And just to show the same thing, my butt is going back, my knee is staying over my foot, preferably my ankle, and I'm dipping to the side. From there, I will probably choose to do my heel forward and go down and do those sweeps. And each time I'm trying to scrape the ground with my fingertips, going down, reaching up high, going through that range of motion, switching to the other side, down, straight up, down, straight up. Super simple. Good. Awesome. And then I'll do some alternating opposite arm, opposite leg, high kicks. Preferably your legs stay relatively straight. We don't want to bend them too much, but knowing that it's a warm-up, you may not be super warmed up yet, and that's understandable. From there, we're going to go into some shoulder circles, and the whole idea is we're going to come up. When we get to this position, we'll push forward. When we get up overhead, we'll push to the sky. When we get behind, we'll keep our knuckles facing the same way until the last second and then turn it around. Forward, up, behind, and down. Forward, up high, behind, and down. Same thing on the other side. Bring it up, come back around. Bring it up and around. Reaching forward, coming up real high, coming around. That is everything you need to do without a TRX, without a golf club, and you will learn to get into those movement patterns a little quicker, and so you're not going to the first tee cold and not feeling like, even if you haven't had a chance to hit balls, that you're too stiff to hit a good shot.